What is going on YouTube? Hidden back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Chainlink, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, we do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. And on that note, we are still doing our crypto coin display giveaway. As you guys can see here on the screen, it is a $130 display that I have in pretty much all my videos. And I am giving one of these away, and we are picking the winner today. All you have to do to enter this giveaway for next week's pick is to comment subscribed as well as your favorite cryptocurrency down in the comments below. Do those two things, make sure to subscribe, and you will be entered to win one of these. We will be picking today's winner a little bit later in today's episode, so definitely stick around to see if you are one of the lucky winners for today's giveaway. Otherwise, more importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's episode, we really have to put a mindset in today's video and really talk about a few things here on the channel. Really understanding where exactly crypto is going to be moving to, how exactly this bearish, annotation that's forming within the crypto space is really impacting and affecting not only people within the space, but crypto directly. These are a few key topics that hopefully will help you better understand how to invest and whether you should invest into cryptocurrency in the nearing couple of months. I do have my own thoughts and theories about where exactly we're going to be moving to very soon, so I do think you should stick around to listen to that. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Remember to join us over at Discord. And also, today's video is sponsored by Best Change. So for those that don't know what Best Change is, it's basically one of the best websites where you can actually exchange different cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin for XRP, Bitcoin for Shiba, Bitcoin for, I don't know, Ethereum, anywhere within the US or, New York or within the, in the world. And I do have more information. We're going to be talking about this at the end of today's video, so definitely make sure to stay tuned for that. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, before we begin, we are going to be doing the giveaway winner. I just sped things up because the past couple of videos or the past couple of weeks when we've been doing this giveaway, we've seemed to have to find a repetitive, we've had to repeat a few things until we finally found a qualified winner. Well, I already did that. I sped it up, completely transparent, completely random. I chose this video right here. It was our top performing video for this week's videos. And as you guys can see, I filtered the duplicate users. We got over 257 unique comments, and the winner for this week is Peter Malady. So Peter Malady, if you're watching today's episode or in the next ones, definitely make sure to send me an email at cryptotvofficial@gmail.com with your shipping information, and I will send one of these over ASAP. Definitely make sure to either comment down below and definitely send me that email, otherwise you won't receive one of these. So please shout out to me or reach out to me, this way I can send one over to you and you can obviously let me know how it is. Otherwise, moving into today's video, we have a few key topics to discuss. Ultimately, we are going to be looking at this very interesting market we've been seeing. Top 10 cryptos across the board, everything seems to be fairly stagnant. Markets as a whole are starting to reverse downwards, and this is putting definitely a negative annotation in the space as well as in people's investment strategies. You can see top 10 cryptocurrencies is really starting to reverse the market. Honestly, the market as a whole is starting to reverse downwards. The problem that I'm starting to notice, and then we'll talk about investing into XRP and my plans moving forward, is unfortunately within the crypto space, nobody wants to see a bearish video. Nobody wants to see negative things. It doesn't get people excited, and that's the point of being a YouTuber, is to get people excited in investments or just something that I have that I want to talk to you guys about. So call it clickbait, that is YouTube, but we do have to make these videos to really get our point across to you, because as you guys have experienced and seen across the board, in order to compete on YouTube, you have to be fairly obvious with what you're trying to get across and just be open and really, get people excited to click the video. Now, unfortunately, as we've seen in the market and within crypto, if you've been on YouTube even in the past couple of weeks, you'll notice that we're starting to see a lot of major influencers within finance and the financial industry take advantage of the crypto boom. And, I've been around way longer than they've been talking about cryptocurrency, so it's very interesting to see them now start to talk about it. But just by a simple YouTube search of Bitcoin, now notice the very bearish pushes that are seen throughout the crypto space. Key patterns suggest Bitcoin will crash to 20K. We have why I'm selling Bitcoin. We have Bitcoin holders. FUDmaster is at it again. We have one more big dump tonight. Bitcoin is a ticking time bomb. Crypto dumps again. Bitcoin decision time is here. Price target. Bitcoin max pain theory explained. Everything is switching to a negative annotation within the crypto space. Now, obviously, what does this cause for the major amount of people that are watching these YouTube videos that own cryptocurrency? Well, it's going to cause them to sell off because that's what people do. They follow what people are doing. They see if we have big influencers, promoting or bashing another, token or whatever it is, they're going to follow suit. That's how YouTube works. That's how our society works. So people are starting to sell off. We're starting to see these reversals. Now, this is something that I don't see many other YouTubers talking about on the channel. I try to bring this to your guys' attention so you guys can just have a better perspective of traveling through the crypto space. That's the sole reason why I made my channel, to let you guys better understand what exactly you're looking at and how to actually make your way and carve your path through the crypto space, because that's what I'm doing here. So notice this negative annotation is actually having an effect on, you can see how market manipulation is actually true and markets are starting to reverse lower. Now, I want to switch over from that, and you can see how we're seeing that negative effect. You can see how when people start to promote and pump crypto on YouTube and on the news and all over the place, you will see the positive reinforcement and markets will probably start to reverse upwards. But people are starting to have a negative push, and that's causing people to sell off. But we know that the second we see that flip and people start to promote it again, if we find our bottom on Bitcoin and in the crypto space, we should be able to see money and volume move right back into these coins. So obviously right now people are hungry. They're looking for other investment opportunities. They're looking for things to invest into. So we're going to go on a live probably this week and figure out what the next topic we should talk about is, because of all the profits we made on crypto. So what do we do with that? That's a good question that we'll answer in a future video. As for what we're going to be doing with XRP and these other major cryptocurrencies, looking at XRP currently right now, you guys can see there's a few key things we have to look at. Obviously, the past couple of days, we've been looking at this very big movement on some of these major cryptocurrencies. XRP specifically has been forming a lower high formation that we've seen and we've talked about here on the channel for a very long time. Unfortunately, we did fall the past couple of days back below our moving average, which isn't necessarily a good thing. Ultimately, we did discuss that as we started to reverse back up and had our ripple effect take place, that we were finding supports and resistance levels. Ultimately, we're really looking for another technical pattern that we could trace that would help us better invest into the crypto market. Now, we started to find this on XRP. XRP, we had a clear resistance level at $1. This seemed to be a very, very, very stable resistance level on the crypto that we knew if prices broke above there, we would buy in for a long and leverage this back up to our lower high formation on the downtrend, closer to about $1.28. Ultimately, we've been using that as a key level. We have yet to buy into the market, and I feel like a lot of us are holding back on investing into the market until we see that confirmation. I personally am currently. So we have to just, at least right now, I'm just taking my time, waiting for the appropriate time to buy in. So we're going to see whether or not we're going to reverse lower or whether or not we're going to break bullish. Right now, we have a key confirmation on XRP when to buy in. We know if we break $1, we'll buy in and leverage it to the upside. We need to close the daily above that. And that will be a signal for most people to swing back inside of it. As for right now, it doesn't make sense. It's not viable for us to buy into this market on the hunch that we're probably going to swing back down lower. We don't know how much lower we're going to go. Obviously, we can use other indicators. We're only on the daily. We can use the weekly to kind of justify where exactly we can move to. Obviously, you can see right here on the weekly charts, our bottom support is at 57 cents. It would suck if we reversed down there. We had a major reversal. Prices are now at 50 on the relative strength indicator. There's a chance we could continue to swing that low. But notice we're coming very close on the MACD, so things are getting very hot and very spicy. So we'll see how exactly we play out in the next couple of days, but ultimately we are looking to retest 58 cents if we continue to break bearish. But I do think that we are going to catch some sort of volume in the near few days, and we're going to see that swing back up because buying the dip has been proven to, justify a few profitable trades in the near future. Even on this reversal right here, the immediate drop to 80 cents shot us up to $1.25, and back down to 60 cents shot us up to $1. So there is some big plays right here. We're just really looking for the bigger picture. But right now, long term, we have locked ourselves into a bearish market that you guys have to consider long term. Might be here to stay for a couple more months. We might fall dormant. This was expected. We've talked about this here on the channel. We've been trading short term to get in and lock ourselves into small profitable trades. Even if you look right here, when we shot up to $1.94, we are still forming a lower high formation on this movement here. This is still lower high formations, but from, $1 all the way up to $1.72, although that may have seemed bullish, it still was a lower high formation, long-term looking, instead of just short-term, which we did profit off of fairly well. Moving forward into XRP, so we have now discussed that the top buy-in opportunity would be at $1. We have to look at other cryptocurrencies that may signify another buy-in opportunity to short it. So XRP has pretty much shown us that $1 is where we buy in to long it. We need to find some other cryptocurrency to lock in positions if we did decide to short the market. So we have to move forward. Ethereum has proven to be one of those cryptos that might allow us to short the market. We've actually found some fairly significant support levels on Ethereum that may help us actually buy in to short this market if we do decide to go lower. Now, I know there's a lot of lines here. I know this is probably a little confusing. I'm going to delete a few because I know that might become a little bit difficult for some. Now, we can draw on more bottom supports as prices start to break bearish. But you can see right here, now that I'm cleaning things up, how easy this chart looks. You can see right now what we've formed all the way back since January of 2021, when we finally got into the new year. We started to see an ascending fractal that was forming on this cryptocurrency. Now, the interesting thing is we've discussed, and I've mentioned this multiple times in our videos, that any point we broke above here would be anything but FOMO. Or this is all FOMO. Anything below our bottom support would just be FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And everything to the upside was the fear of missing out. So notice any price above here, when we started to break out from the DeFi and NFT market, this was all a bullish move. This was all people fearing they'd miss out of the NFT and DeFi space, even CeFi space, and ultimately that was allowing them to buy in and pump the prices up. Fortunately, anytime you bought in above, I'd say 2,700 on Ethereum, you were bound to lose money because of how unstable that and uncertain that movement was. Granted, finally, we've come back in, and this makes me feel a little bit more comfortable trading Ethereum because I've been, backing away from Ethereum for quite some time now. So the fact that we fell back down to bottom support, got inside our ascending fractal, and used our $2,000 support level as a means of justifying a reversal back up, which was a huge buy the dip moment right there, we're starting to consolidate now. But we did make sure to measure and lock in our bottom support, so we know moving forward when to short Ethereum. We know that if prices break, it really just depends. This uptrend here, which is ever so moving, if we fell right now today to 21.35 and broke through here and closed bottom support below here, we'd know to short it. If we consolidated it up and retested $2,300, which was at our uptrend right here, and we broke through it, we'd know to buy in and short the market. So we are using this as an uptrend. We know when we should short, and we know when to buy long an XRP. Looking at other cryptocurrencies, we have Bitcoin here. Now, this Bitcoin chart was probably the most intriguing to me, and this is something I wanted to share with you guys. Just yesterday or last night, I actually stumbled upon a bottom support level that's been on Bitcoin ever since October of 2020, which is quite some time now if you ask me. Now, notice here we did start our first uptrend where we started to move up bullish. We just had a bearish cross on the moving average right here, and we are starting to what looks and appears like a bullish cross on the MACD. So we're having a bearish cross right now on the moving average, but we're having a bullish cross on the MACD, and you can see we're retesting oversold on the relative strength indicator. So a lot of things are signaling that we might have hit a bottom, and by tomorrow we might see a support to the upside. So really today's candle might also signify a good opportunity to either buy long or sell short, and it all comes down to this level right here. Notice back in 2020 that we were using this uptrend from October into November, into December. 3 months we use this uptrend here to lift prices up. You can see now moving into 2021, we're using this uptrend and support level to actually move ourselves back upwards. So ultimately, it all comes down to how exactly today wants to trade out. So we know if you guys want to play a little moderate game here, if we decide to break through our support level right here, there's a very big chance we'll stumble back down to this bottom support at 30K, which would be where I would sell off. And we also know to use this, if we close above, that there's a good chance we'll rally back up. But let's see how exactly things play out. This is a support level. This is our uptrend. Let's see how today's candle closes. Like I said, I'll repeat myself. If we close a daily below this uptrend here, good chance we can short it small as a moderate trade to $30,000. But we know if we bounce off here, good chance we'll continue up. Obviously, we'll move up to 40K. We're trading in between 30 and 40K right now. 40K is a resistance level. And there's a good chance if we can continue with this bullish cross here on the MACD that's hopefully going to form, and the fact that we're still in an oversold market on the bearish divergence that's forming on Bitcoin, hopefully tomorrow in the next couple of days, we swing back up to retest resistance. That would hopefully send us back up to 40K. If that isn't enough, hopefully it would be as great as sending us up to 48K, but that's a little of an overstatement. There's a good chance it'll probably just swing us up to $40,000, which will then sell off and continue our lower high formation. So ultimately, we are in a good standstill. Let's see how today closes, but it's obviously going to move in one of two ways. You guys just have to be prepared for that. This is a more moderate trade, not necessarily for beginners, but we're either going to, flip bullish or bearish right here, and it's going to, deem about a $5,000 move in either direction, which is good to leverage trade on Bityard, so definitely wait for that. As for Chainlink, Chainlink's also formed a downtrend on the coin. We started to notice that. I actually sold most of my position getting out of Chainlink here. Granted, I found the top. I figured that where the moving average met the top resistance, which has been in place since December of 2020, this was going to deem very difficult. With the little volume we had, we probably weren't going to break above there, so I did sell off here, and then market started to dip. I also noticed a downtrend here, which was also even more of a resistance level on Chainlink, which would probably send us downwards too, and that's what happened. So things are riding on Bitcoin right now, but let's see how exactly today plays out. It's either going to be very well and we close above here and we start to see volume swing back in, or we're going to continue to dump lower. It all depends on how today's candle decides to close. As for the S&P 500, we're in a stagnation point right now. Market is not moving. We're looking, hopefully, to see a bullish cross, which seems to just be happening on the S&P 500 as I'm talking to you. We're just starting to experience a bullish cross. There's a good chance prices will continue to move up. We don't look too bad across the MACD. So I would like to think in the next couple of days, we'll probably see the S&P 500 swing back up to the upside. Now, we're not going to see this until Tuesday. We have this weekend and Memorial Day, but let's see how the next 3 days decide to play out, and let's see how Tuesday's market decides to open. Otherwise, guys, I do have a little bit to talk about Best Change, today's sponsor, so let's get on with that. All right, guys, so as you know, trading in the US has become quite difficult on exchanges, but did you know there is a Wikipedia-like search engine out there that compares all the exchanges together? So Best Change is a platform where you can buy and sell crypto and fiat. Best Change monitors exchange rates in several hundred reliable exchangers and equips you with all the information that you need to select the best exchanger to transfer your money. They offer the best exchange rates on their table that shows the best exchanges for the 20 most popular, with directions and the best rates on top. Other relevant information is available in icons next to the exchanger name and columns to its right. So in order to exchange, you simply select the exchange direction on the panel on the left. The table lists popular tabs, and then select the exchanger out of this list of trusted and reliable ones. You can exchange e-currencies on exchanges, but the process can be somewhat difficult for newbies due to exchanges' interface and required verification. Also, some exchanges lack a lot of e-currencies and rare tokens that pushes users to search for exchangers that solve their issues. However, online there are a lot of fraudulent exchanges out there that use, you got to use your own caution. And the solution basically is Best Change. And what they've done is, instead of you just blindly finding, your own exchange out there, Best Change actually compares the most reputable ones they offer. So bestchange.com is a directory of selected, trusted, and reliable exchanges. On their website, you can find out where you can buy, sell, exchange dozens of popular cryptocurrencies and e-currencies, or purchase those with debit or credit cards or various payment systems. Their monitor is easy to use, so no special knowledge or skills are needed for this intuitive interface. They offer a large choice of trusted exchangers, 250 plus exchanges out there. To be exact, they offer a convenient functionality allowing choosing of each exchange. Icons informing about special conditions of an exchange, information page of the exchange, reviews left by real customers. It's even possible to exchange without verification and at good rates, which is pretty cool as well. A lot of KYC is needed nowadays. You don't actually need that on, bestchange.com. So their monitor has cryptocurrencies, including altcoins and stablecoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, Litecoin, Tether, PAX, PAX, and USDC, which is a stablecoin. E-payment systems like PayPal, Skrill, Advanced Cash, Fiat, as we know, bank wires, Visa, and MasterCard are all, options available. They even have options to set up notifications to track when some of the exchanges offer desired exchange rates, and that has the necessary amount of reserves. They also offer a cool converter on the bottom of the site where you can convert currencies to see the rates before you actually make your exchange. And BestChange constantly queries dozens of reliable and trusted e-money exchange services out there to obtain the most decent changes in the exchange rates, determine trends on the e-currency exchange market, and reflect them in easy-to-read chart and tables. The monitor updates exchange rates at a 5 to 8 second interval, which is sufficient for informing users about the smallest fluctuations on the e-currency exchange market and letting them make educated decisions about the right moment for converting their funds. The system also features a convenient rate history module that allows you to analyze and visualize market trends over a period of 1 hour to 1 year. Shares of specific currencies, shares of specific exchanges, as well as reserves of national virtual currencies. If the exchanger you selected does not have enough currency or the necessary type or their rate, is higher than ones that you were hoping for, you can configure the site to send a notification to your email or Telegram where or one of both of your conditions are met. BestChange was created with security in mind as well, which means that they pay the utmost attention to the reputation and reliability of their e-currency exchanges that they work with. All of them have been thoroughly selected to offer the highest level of service and customer support, so dealing with them is extremely reliable. For instance, services working with WebMoney must have a very high BL to be included in their list of premium e-currency exchangers. Since its foundation 13 years ago, BestChange has become a reliable partner for dozens of e-currency exchangers and a reliable tool for thousands of users worldwide looking for a fast, hassle-free monitor of virtual currencies. If your business involves multi-currency payments that need to be cross-converted on a regular basis, make sure to bookmark their site. It will help you avoid unnecessary losses during conversion and offer a one-stop currency exchange experience. Once again, huge shout out to BestChange for sponsoring today's episode. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.